Hi guys. I just did a video. I was going to do another one right away, but it took me hours to do it. In the last video, I was talking about it's the full moons. Okay, it's the full moons. All right. There are from April 4th. Okay, April 4th to the 13th of September. I'm going to make sure of that. I get that right. I'm sorry. No. To the... Let me see. I'm sorry. I'm going to count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5. 6. Okay. There's 6 full moons between April 4th and August 29th. Okay? The 7th full moon will be on September 28th. Now, why is that important? Because that's the count. It's the count series. You know, when I went through and was looking for, Passover, I started looking through it, and I was like, it's all full moons. All the markers were all full moons. It's the full moons, okay? And it's from, there's 6 till August 29th. Now, it's the days in there, all right? It's this whole number of day counts, and you have the 21-day delay in there, all right? Now, there's so much, I can't even get it out. There's so much I can't get it out. Jesus, again, there's 15, there's those, that 15 and a half years, okay, that he had to, in years and weeks and all of that, it gets dimensional. It gets dimensional. But, that's the time he had to finish it out. To the 49, to the 49th year, to Jubilee. Now, September 14th is the first of Tishri, right? So it's the Jubilee. It's the 50th year. Because last year started the Jubilee, right? So that started the 49th year. So this year would conclude it, correct? I mean, it would be the 50th year on that. I'm not worried. All of his counts come together. All of them this September. And I knew that. I was talking about the bride. I was talking about him taking us. I'm not worried about those things that everybody's fearing about, because that doesn't include me. It doesn't include you either. So don't let that get to you. Don't let it get to you. It's this whole. It's those 6 days. Okay. It's that week. It's the 7 days. Is what this is really. There's just so much in there. It's so complicated. I mean, it's really not complicated. It really isn't. It really isn't to understand what he's been doing here. It's all a refining time. When all of that starts in September, that is for the unreconciled. Okay, those that haven't reconciled. And that's what he's using. All of that for is for reconciliation. Okay, to bring to him. Don't worry about that. I don't worry about that. And I thought that because of the dates of the times, that he would hone this in within this period. But he has. And he has. He has. Me and my, humanness, of course, it's understanding it's understanding his dimensions. It's understanding his time because of the 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, how it goes. All right, you never know which one he's using, right? Because really, this also started like in 2000 or 2012. It's the 3 years. Okay. Now, if he goes to December, okay, if he goes on out and completes, Hanukkah, then that marks that it'll be that 15. It's that extra 15 minutes, I call it. Okay, and that's however he's got to do that. I don't worry about it because I know he will fulfill absolutely everything. I don't worry about it because the tabernacling, it's what it is. It's the atonement. It's the coming to the Lord is permanent. It's not. It's here. It's going to be permanent. Okay. So the dedication of the temple, which is us. All right. Everything, which is us. Now, could he do this? Could this be a start, and then he's going to go 3 years until or finish out in 2017, 2018? Sure he could. Sure he could. Absolutely. I don't think he would. But to us, it doesn't matter because, again, in heaven, it's 3 hours. It's 3 days. It's minimal, right? And that's when time accelerates. So when he says time is going to accelerate, well, I don't know what dimension he's talking about. I don't know if it's on Earth is he's going to truly accelerate the time, or it's because there's that paradigm shift because we go. You know what I'm saying? So up there with us, it literally will be 3 hours, 3 days, and really that's the most 3 hours or 3 days. But to us, so I don't worry about those things because when you let those worry, then they'll start. No, I don't worry about that. He truly has done exactly what he said he was going to do. Because understanding, again, we forget there's so much. His calendar is so complex. It's really, really easy actually though, but it's complex at the same time. Okay, because there's a rhythm to it. There's a rhythm to it. In the Bible, especially in Genesis, it talks about the rivers going out and the 4 quadrants. Okay, the rivers, how they go and they feed everything. The water does, right? Okay, waters everything. That's his quadrants. Okay, on his calendar. It's the center part, right? It's the 4 north, south, east, west. It's the 4 corners of the world. It's the 4 archangels. Okay, right here. See, they water everything. That water goes out, waters everything. They got it covered. It's your 4 points. Okay, that's what it is. But there's that northern hemisphere and there's the southern hemisphere. Okay, again, it's your battle. It's your battle between the calendars, between the spring calendar and the fall calendar. Okay, there's one. It's your battle of your seasons. Okay, because as that rotates and it's going counterclockwise, and like I said, remember I said he was bringing all those dates up. Well, it could technically be winter right now, and spring is just starting. Passover is just coming because of this going counterclockwise, but because of the difference in the hemispheres. Okay, like I said, Australia is winter now. So when he said that he would come in spring, he's going to come in spring. So when he said he's going to come in summer, he'll come in summer. In the winter, he'll come in the winter. It's just how this is. It's how it is. It's I think that it's that spring and summer, but because of that turn of it, you have to understand that. You can't sit and shake your head because you will never get it. If you don't understand that, you'll never understand it, and you'll constantly be, oh no, I can't, because it is. And that's how he does it. We just don't have that understanding. I mean, it takes, again, it's easy, but yet it's so complicated. You know, when he talks about it, the pillars, he talks about the columns and pillars and stones, they're spirits. They're his spirits from him, okay, that are here. They're the vineyard owners, okay. They're the angels, okay. They're the angels. They all have a job to do. Their job is to get us to that point, okay. We have to go through the darkness to see the light, okay. You have angels that have their role with that. And you have angels that have their role with that, okay. There's like a total of like 70,000 angels, okay? 70,000, really? What, there's 72 vineyard owners. 70,000, it's too, there's no way that could come together if it was not divine. Because these numbers consistently match. They're the same numbers. They match. So much in the Bible. They match. Okay? There is the trees, the wood. Okay? The wood. The wood in the Bible, wood, talks about wood all the time. The trees and the cedars and cypress and wood. They're the angels. It's the wood. The wood. The trees. They're the trees. They're the trees. Okay? Again, go read scripture. Go read Old Testament. How many of them sat under a tree to get that shade? Get that shadow. Get that shade. Get that shade. It's always where an angel talked to him. It's always where an angel talked to him, was under a tree. See, it's got, there's different trees. There's the fruit trees. There's different trees for different things. They're all spirits, really, technically, from Jesus. They're all him. Okay, they're all him. They come from him, and they have one goal. That is to do his will, and that is to get the job done. However it's got to be, get the job done. Yeah, there's an evil. There's an enemy. That's Babylon. That's sin. It's the earth. It's the water. It's what here. Go and understand what the water is. No, I never did. Oh my God, it's right. It's all in the Bible. It's all right in front of you. Understand really what when he talks about the water. He talks about the water, the trees, the grass. Get it in its right text. Okay? From the birds, all right? And yes, we are, because we're his children too, and we'll come into, into it. But the roots of it, the roots are the angels. They were here from the beginning, from creation. Okay, they are the roots of it. There's the angels, and they're in there. They're in there. They're in there. They're in there. Okay, and so the trees, the wood. Study the wood. What the wood means. If you haven't done this, you cannot possibly understand what he is doing. And if you don't care enough or understand what and why he's doing it, you'll never get it. If you don't get it, you will never believe what somebody's telling you. Okay? Because this is what he's showing so many. The trees. Understand, what are the trees about? What's the wood about? Okay? Who's the wood? It's just like Nebuchadnezzar's dream. Remember the big giant thing? It was gold and a silver, but it was bronze. Okay, bronze always represents the angels. Iron does too. Okay, the feet at the very end, the toes, the feet and the toes, it's iron and clay. Okay, man is clay. Man is made from clay, correct? Yes. Okay, the angels are iron. That shows you it's the angels and man together. Okay, yes, they're different kingdoms, but they're representing their angelic kingdoms. Okay, they're angelic kingdoms. Atop is gold. Okay, because that's where you're going to be. The gold. It's the gold and the silver. He says, the gold and silver are mine. The gold and silver is children. Okay, gold and the silver are his children. The gold and the silver are his angels. Okay, and his children. Everybody. I'm telling you, It's where they're in there too. They're in there too. He's not leaving them. He's not leaving them behind. They had a job to do. However good or ugly, bad or great that job was. And we're going to find out. Okay. Again, in the Bible, you can go through, especially in Acts, when Jesus did things, and he'd say, don't tell anybody. He went to a private room, he'd say, don't tell anybody. You know, again, do a count in the Bible how many times it says, don't tell anybody. He went in secretly. He went in, you know, this way. Here's a reason. Okay? It has a double, you know what I mean? It's the thing. Whenever he went into someplace secretly, or he said, don't tell anyone. Okay? It's that other side. Okay? It's not shown. And it cannot be shown until he's ready to show it. Alright? And it's he's in total control of it. I'm not saying there's not a real evil, because there is. But it was the earth. It's the earth. It's whatever was here on that water. Okay? Again, go read the scriptures about the water. Okay? And this is why that beast comes out of the water. Alright? This is why he comes out of the water. This is why, think about this. When they're in the boat, Jesus, they're always crossing the water. They're always crossing from side to side, side to side, land to land. They always have to go across that water. Always got to go across that water. Always got to go across that water. Guys, I have a lot on this. I have so much on this. I've been 3 hours trying to do this, because I got reading again and I couldn't even stand it, okay? Because it all has to do with everything. The priest, okay? The priestly vest, okay, with all the stones on it. The 12 stones, okay. Each row, there's 4 rows, and each row has 3 stones, okay? So the 4 angels, but then you're going to go down, because they have order, right? And all those different stones not only represent the 12 tribes, 12 tribes also represent they're the angelic tribes too. This is what they're the angelic tribes too, okay? It's brought together, all right? It's everything bringing it together. It's all of them, okay? It is perfection. He is bringing everything to his perfect perfection. And that is the angels too. And you have to understand their role here and what they do. Okay? Some have this one and some have this one. Some are Israel, some are Judah. Some are Esau, some are Jacob. Okay? Some are Ishmael, some are Isaac. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. The trees. When he talks about the greenery, the green, flowers. Flowers represent the angels too. Okay? Whenever in the Bible he talks about thousands, or whenever he talks about legions, it doesn't matter, good or whatever. This is a massively supernatural. It's a heavenly battle. Okay, you're again, your northern hemisphere, your southern hemisphere. Your kings from the north, your kings from the south. Okay, Judah, Israel. Okay, it is your spring calendar, your fall calendar, because it's your Gentile kings versus your Jewish kings. Okay, see what I mean? It's 2. There's always 2. And there's a masculine, there's a feminine, there's a male, there's a female. And what does he say? When you're married, when a man marries a woman, you become one. You become one in him, right? Yeah. This is all about becoming one. One ocean, one land, one king. Okay? One tree. One. That's what it's about. You know, are things predicted to happen? Well, yeah, but he's going to use it. You know, is he going to do this 3 years? Could. I can't see it. Can't see it. Can't see it. I truly, I see it's okay. It's Song of Solomon. Song of Solomon. This is your timing. Okay. It's got 8 acts because it's a play, really. It's got 8 acts. 8 weeks. It's 8 weeks. Could say 8 months, and he's going to cut that in half. Okay. But it's really 3 months. You know. 3.5 months, you know, or 3 weeks, or 3, whatever it's going to be. But he could he go there for? Yeah, I could, but can't see it. Can't see it. Because if that asteroid really is going to hit in September, it's his perfect time to destroy the Earth, to bring down the new Earth. Okay? So don't worry about that. He's totally got it. He's got just, it's about this. And if anybody's left right and shaken, it's to clear that. Okay? Now, we'll know soon. We'll know soon. We really will. We'll know soon. But don't get upset and don't get depressed and don't do it, because it's a season. I mean, the season technically. April 4th, 15 weeks from April 4th is July 18th. July 18th, right? Okay, that was a big watch day, July 18th. Okay, but then comes a 21 day delay. Okay, and that I believe is July 18th. Now, again, you always have to remember this. Enoch is, you know, how many days behind that? You don't know which one he's going to be on, to be honest with you. You know, you don't know. But July 18th, well, 21 days into yesterday. Okay, 21 days into yesterday. Today would be the 22nd day. Now, does that mean now it starts? Now the time, is it that last, 15 weeks? I mean, is it the last half week? I mean, I counted the 15 weeks from Passover. And because it has to do with these full moons. It's all these full moons. Okay? Or is it 15 days? Okay? Or, I don't know. I don't know. But it's all there. Now, it's really crazy. Okay? It's really crazy is, oh my gosh, I got so much. I got so much. I can't even take it. Do not whatsoever get upset, lose hope, lose nothing. Okay? Nothing at all. Because he has this on an exact, precise schedule. Exactly. Okay? Exactly. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All that stuff everybody's talking about. Unless you got a reason to worry about it. Don't worry about it. And remember this. You always have, Elul, Elul is either the 12th month or it's the 6th month, okay, on the calendar for the world, okay. Tishri 1 starts September 14th. But the 13th is a full moon. Okay? I don't I just, from the dates and from everything that we have, and again, I have friends all over, different countries, same thing I'm getting, same thing, okay? It's a weight. It's a weight. But there's not much longer to wait, okay? You know, is he going to make us do the complete 40 days? Is he going to make us do a complete 3 months? He's going to make us do a complete 3 years. Not us, I mean the world. But is he going to... See, we have 7 days that we would go, once we go, to receive the gifts and, things, changed in the whole thing. And then come back and harvest. All right? Is he going to use that whole time? I don't know. Is he going to cut that time in half? I don't know. At this point, but I know that now we're in that last 40 days. Okay? It is that 120 days, but we're in that last 40 days. Okay? It's going to start. So, I know there's many people worried. I'm still on the... I mean, I don't even worry of tomorrow and when it comes. I truly don't, because of him opening up all of this truly in time of what things are, okay? Of understanding his words, okay? And what things are. Oh, gosh. When he talks about and uses the same wording, okay, he's talking about specific things that people aren't even getting. They're just not even getting this, okay? They're not. Don't worry about the 3 days of darkness coming, because you know what? Okay. I don't believe for one absolute second, okay, that if you're in the first call and you're probably you're ready, you're going, you're not going to be here for that, okay? Because we come back as lights. We're the lights for them to get them through, okay? To get them through. And I think now that I understand and know just who 72,000 of that 144,000 are angels, and I almost think that the whole 144,000 are angelic, okay? Both sides of them. 72,000 here and 72,000 here, okay? The vineyard owners, okay? And I almost want to think that. Not all the way there, but I almost want to think that. I do. And that is that special remnant. Because you know why? Again, special revelation. All through the Bible, when he talks about it, they're in the caves. They're in the crevices. They're in the creases. They're in the gully. They're always in the valleys. You know what I'm saying? Water's kept. They're always in those places. But that's where he says that the enemy is. You know? It's really, no. It's really not so much, not the enemy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said not the enemy. He talks about his remnant that he's going to come and get, and he's going to collect them from the four corners. But he talks about them being the roots too, okay? A lot of the roots. Yeah, I'm not talking about those who have gone before us in the resurrection. I'm not talking about man, but from the beginning, from creation. That's where you have to understand things. The roots of things, okay? They are a point of a mustard plant too. You know, I always thought that was us. It was all us. Us. We're all about us, right? We're the mustard plants. Witness, you know. There's somebody before us, they sit down. That's also his creation. It's not by man. I mean, it's not man. It's not clay. He's not going to leave them. He's not going to leave them. Because this is bringing all to one. He's reconciling all sides. Everything. And everything he's reconciling. Okay? That's a good thing. That is a good thing. Go back and read it. Read. Oh my gosh. Jeremiah. I'm just so, and even, Daniel, is it all of them, okay? How many was with Daniel? There's Daniel and 3 others, right? There's 4 of them. Always do a count, okay? There might be 4 here and 3 here, 4 here and 3 here, or 3 here and 4 here, but there's 7, okay? And there's that 10, okay? There's that 10. 10 Commandments. I'm telling you, you got the counter, and then here, okay, you have all the tens on the Bible. I can't even stand it. I can't even take it. I'm just going to tell you about the trees. My favorite thing today. And I've been studying about the trees, but, okay, this is, these trees get into argument. Judges 9:8, okay, chapter 9, verse 8, over who is going to be the boss. Now, let me see that again. These trees get into an argument. Judges 9, verse 8. Over who is going to be the boss. Neither the olive, nor the fig, nor the vine tree want the job. Okay, so that's 3. Okay, see? The olive didn't want it. Fig didn't want it. The vine didn't want it. That's 3. So, the bramble wins out. 4. There you go. Okay, the bramble wins out. The parable told by Jotham currently accurately describes the qualities of these particular trees. Okay, so it says, does this account prepare us for the remarkable occasion when Jesus spoke to the fig tree in Mark 11:14, or for the time he hung on a tree? Here's another one. The trees of righteousness. Isaiah 61:3. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes. We talked about the ashes. The oil of joy for mourning. Okay, let's do that again. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Okay, trees of righteousness. Do you understand? Again, they're planted so that they may to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion. You know who mourns in Zion? It's the ones who it's the angels who mourn in Zion. They mourn to go back. Okay? When it talks about going to be back in the courts, it's the angels. Okay? So it says to appoint, the trees of righteousness are far, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. See, that's why they were here. That's why they were here, okay? And they, not, you can understand, a lot has been private. It's been, don't tell anybody, okay? Because it's what they're here for. Because they're here to guide and direct, okay? They all have a spirit of the Lord on them, okay? I mean, they're all here for specific reasons. But a lot of them, I mean, a long time they've been here. They start hearing too. You have to understand, they started hearing too. You know, they love the Lord. Their father wasn't here. You know, it's this whole story. It's kind of no different than us. You know, it's really no different kind of than us. But a lot of them, then they really, a lot of them didn't do what their brother angels, you know, did. Okay? They just kind of, it's the whole group. It's the whole rotten apples. Get blamed and get thrown. It's a scapegoat. It's totally a scapegoat. But, and then, we don't know how many years it's been, okay, that they've mourned, or that they have tried to do what they initially came to do. At some point they saw. At some point they had regret. At some point they had mourning. At some point, okay, they called out, all right? At some point they did. Saying, you know, there's that fine line of stuff we don't understand. We don't know we'll know what that evil is. Babylon, again, through the Bible, come out of her cities. Come out of her cities. Not city, cities. Okay? The merchants of the sea. Okay? The merchants of the sea. It's the angels. It's corrupt, but yet again, it's all this is for the division. It's all for to see what man needs, okay, to go through, you know, to strengthen, to get where God needs them to be, okay? So, whatever path, whatever has to be done, they all have assignments. They all have assignments. And there's so many of them, okay? And everybody's appointed. There are layers and layers and layers of them, okay? There are orders and layers and millions of them, right? But there's the four, and then underneath the four main archangels, right? But then they have, there's seven, but I mean, there's seven archangels, but I mean, there's four here when I think about the earth, north, south, east, west. When I think of those, the four corners, okay, they are ruling then those underneath them, okay? It goes underneath them and underneath them and underneath them and underneath them, all right? So 21. Top ones, let's put it that way. I don't even know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but you know, some of you, and I know you're worried, bless your hearts, you're worried and you're like, oh, I think you're getting into that. No, I'm not. If you only knew me. Every day. My prayer, chase the heart of God, know the heart of God, chase the heart of God. 10 years every day. It's knowing Him, okay? And at some point, you follow your breadcrumbs because you know in your spirit's right, you know in your heart's right. You know, I get to a point where I'm like, oh no, that is, you know, it's the astrology versus astronomy kind of thing, right? And it's like, but even books, it's like, oh no, that's not scriptural. I can't even have nothing to do with that. I can't, you know. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness the Lord peeled back those scales and allowed my spirit to understand that. Thank goodness for that. Because now he's just so more incredibly awesome, I can't even stand it. I'm telling you. The lilies, he talks about the lilies. He talks about the birds. He talks about the lilies. He talks about all these things. Why? Why? I just think that. I'm like, I don't understand why he's talking about all them so much. I mean, I know that they're, detailed and stuff, but why? Everything is a spirit, okay? I mean, everything, okay? All of these are, let's just say they're lampstands, okay? 7 lampstands of the menorah, okay? And these are sevenfold spirits that come out of the Lord. They're appendages of him, okay? So they're appendages, okay? And which one it has to be used is used, and certain different ones are over certain areas, right? But then there's the counter to that, too. There's the counter to that. Fire, it's a firing, that's good. It's fire, you're going fire. It's bad, too, right? Think about it. You're going to burn. If the fire is a cleanser, the fire burns the dross. Fire burns the flesh. It leaves the spirit, but it burns the earthly stuff. Okay, the yuck is what the fire is. Fire isn't always bad, but we've always looked at it as bad. Oh, you're going to the fire. Oh, they're going to be thrown in the fire. You have to remember. He said, especially in everything that's bad, people are going to think it's good, and everything that's good, people are going to think it's bad. It's going to be just the opposite of everything, okay? Everything has an opposite, but it doesn't mean that it's not bad. There's scripted events. Everything that's happened is a scripted event, okay? Almost everything, but yeah, most everything's happened is a scripted event. All the angels, they have their scripts. When I say scripted, they know it. They know it. This is no big surprise, okay? God knows what's going to happen because he's had to okay it. Nothing can happen unless he has allowed it, okay? This is all part of his great plan. All right? Now, we won't know everything. We won't know. We don't know what that raw, bottom, basic evil is, but there is. There is. And it was what affected the angels that he sent here, okay? He did. And so he had to make them. And then the ones that did realize, okay, oh, I got corrupted. I'm saying, you have to understand when I say this, there's different level of corruption, okay? Different level of corruption. But how many of them angels, and there was a lot, they recognized it, and they went back, calling for him, okay? But they had to be put back in service, Okay, well, sevenfold here. You're going to be going out there and they're worn out. They're beat up, but they love him, and they're so happy to be back, but they're so regretful what they did, and they're in battle every day. They're in battle every day, but not everybody sees them. Not everybody sees what they do for them. Okay, they take the judgment. People. It's judgment on them because people think they think they're bad. They don't know. They don't know. We don't know what they've gone through. We don't know. But I'm telling you, they are. It's levels of them. Okay, levels of them, and they're out. Everybody has a place and everybody has a role. Everybody does. And the Lord, when He wants us to know, we'll know. We'll know. But that's it. They're going to be working together. That's why I'm saying this, because they're going to be working together to pull out this whole end time thing. They're going to be working together. Okay? Now, whatever that evil was that was here is here. And this is why it's the earth. Whenever I said it's the air, it's the word, because it's here. And this is why it's that he brings down New Jerusalem, okay? It's that it's cleansing of the earth, but it's a new earth. He brings it down, and that is when he can tabernacle with us, and that's when he can walk with us and be with us, because it is a new earth, right? That old is not here, because Babylon is sin. Babylon is sin. I'll tell you that. Babylon is sin. Okay? So whatever city on 7 hills, you got the continents. There's 7 mountains. Okay? 7 angels. There's 7 mountains. Okay? On top of the mountain is your courts. Okay? It's all of it. All right? Because look how he talks about, it's when they went into the valley. Okay? It's when Noah, when the ark landed, right? It was on top of Mount Arafat, Ararat. They were at the top, okay? And that's what, look, then down the valley, that's what was calling. That's where all the trouble was, right? See, that's where the valley's bad, mountains are good. But look in the end. Look how many beautiful valleys it talks about. It does. It talks about the beautiful valleys. You know, whenever he's talking about the streams, rivers and streams and trees and the flowers, he's talking about the angels. He's talking about the angels. All are part of that. All part of that. Go to the beginning. Go to the beginning. I know some of you aren't going to understand. Some of you aren't going to want to. This is what this is. It's the one. It's bringing everybody to the one. And I will tell you, there's a female, there's a male. It absolutely is. You know, Israel is our sister. It's our sister. Pray for your sister. Pray for your sister. Sister. It's the, you know. But gotta knock down those walls. Walls is what keeps them. It's the walls. Pay attention when you read now. Chambers. We talk about the chambers. Who's in the chambers? When I go into my chamber, when he went into the chamber, always think about this. Anywhere in the Bible, he talks about him going into the chamber. Okay, what did he say? He put the 7 big mean bad angels down in the ground in the chambers. Okay? Talks about, he's talking about a king in the Bible. I'm talking, his princes from their regions. Princes from their regions. Governing that area. There's always, you have to see this in the layers. And see, you're looking at it just in one layer to read that. It's layers. Layers. Just like God's whole order of things is in layers. Okay? And now you have to start seeing the layers. Okay? So got a king there that has, and he governs his area. A man, human king. Okay? Man's area. But it's the spirit that governs that area. Okay? It is that fallen, that prince, okay, that governs that area, okay? And then underneath him is more princes, is more whatever that governs those areas, all right? This is why you have to understand. So when he says that, and his advisors or his whatever, yes, you see them on, as it's written and what it means, but now you have to look in the layers of things, okay? You have to look in what those kingdoms are. It is kingdom against kingdom. That's what they are. It's nations against nation. He talks about nations too. Layers. Understand. You're only seeing one thing in there. And now, how many times have you read it? Okay? Now you need to start opening your eyes to see what this is about. Okay? That's why nothing is going to happen. They've been waiting for the Ezekiel war, look, where's those things at? Because they're not going to play out. Not that. There's going to be wars. Wars like people think. Okay? Remember that. It's not going to be like they think. I'm saying that there's not going to be wars here. Okay? But that North and South, that civil war, it's a civil war. That's angelic. It's kingdom against kingdom. It's brother against brother. It's nation against nation. It is. You have to understand their regions, their nations, okay, and their kingdoms. That's what they are. These are spirits. Spirits. Okay, and so bad kings in the Bible. Well, they all had that. God knew it. They all had a part to play. Okay, and God had to put the spirit. You know, are they up there now? I don't know. I'm saying I'm sure but I'm saying they could be wherever they're at, and come Judgment Day or whatever, you know, he'll, you know, release them. I don't know. I don't begin to know. Okay, that I mean, I have a little idea of things, but again, understand layers. When he talks about fathers, they're going to be like their father, or they're you know, understand these are layers. Okay, he talks about the generation. Now you got to see who their offspring. When they talk about offspring, have dimensional here, layers. Okay, read about the trees and what they do, and I mean, go in there. I know I'm a bad blogger. I'm a really bad blogger. Again, I try hard. I spend hours doing hours. I've got so much stuff on there, but I always get stopped at that last bit to put that in there, you know, and can't seem to get in it. And today, between these videos, was 4 hours. I have her in here. She wants my attention, and she's just doing absolutely every single thing. And I told her today, you come to Mimi's this weekend, but you have to be good. I have to clean, but I have to do some videos. I have to. So much, guys. So much I want to say. Don't panic about the time ring, because I'm telling you, it's all about that wheel. It's all about that wheel thing. And always know, just don't worry about it. Stand solely in Him. Completely in Him. I don't care what's going on around you. Nothing can happen to you unless He allows it. Okay? Nothing. If you're in an area and you're just getting hit by something, walking through a door. Go right there. I didn't even talk about I didn't get to talk about the whole September thing, and how I didn't see that. How I didn't see that. I don't even understand it. I don't understand how I didn't see that. That whole timing of it. No, first of all, Adam, he was 930 years old when he died. And at that time, he spoke about Jesus. He spoke about the Lord. He spoke about Jesus coming. Okay? And 5,500 years. Okay? So, he was 900. Somebody's got to do the math on this. He was 930 years old. Adam was when he died. And at that time, he had spoke about who was going to come, and it would be in 5,500 years. So, what time we're in. You know, it's going to be almost down to the thing. Our calendar system. Have you ever read any of that? Of the Julian and Augustus and all of them, how they've changed it, and they took out, you know, how they added January and February, but then they took out whatever, before that, and the changing in it. I don't even know how they have us down to a correct time, how anybody in the world could have an accurate day, going through what the changes of the calendars were. You know, only God knows the correct time. Only He does. So, guys, Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Could be the day. Okay? Every day. So I think he's just going to really, he kept saying, I'm going to do something in your day that you wouldn't believe it if you saw it. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. What could that be? It's going to be something really big. It's going to be something really good. Something really good. So don't worry. It's going to do something really good. It's not about, he knows exactly who he's coming to get. Remember that. He knows you from birth. Okay? Totally knows you from birth. He knows. You got trials? Because he either wants to keep you close if you're going through some major trials right now, which a lot of people are. Okay? Because the enemy's going to come after you. Enemy's going to come after you through, even if you don't have open doors, the enemy's going to come through your children, friends, any way he can get to you, okay? And God says, though, when I allow these trials, thank me. Thank me, because it's for a reason. And I'm blessing you. You might not know it, but I'm blessing you. And I'm filling your rewards. It's bigger rewards in heaven, which is eternal. And remember that. It's eternal. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So what you lack here, like me, what we lack, oh my gosh. Don't worry about a thing ever up there. So, he says, you have trials, you have some testing now. Either there's more pressing he needs to be done, there's more refining in your vessel that he needs to strengthen, or sometimes just keep close. He says, sometimes I just gotta do it to keep close. Because, some of us get kind of cocky, and well, it's like toddlers, right? We start walking, and then we get walking a little further, and we get, I got this. I got this, Dad. I got it. I can make it there. Well, he's like, oh, no, you can't. No, you can't. Do you even see those, whatever, we don't, because we're just toddling over there. But he does. He sees those holes, He sees those holes on the deck. He knows when we're going to fall in them or when we're going to stumble and twist our ankle. And so he pulls us back by him. Because he knows what's ahead and we don't. And sometimes he just has to keep you close to him. And unfortunately, that is when people stay close to him, is through trials. Is when they hurt or they're in need or they're in, they just need him, that strength. They just need him. And he's going to keep them close. He says, thank him for that. How lucky are you? How lucky am I? Because I always got him. But listen, nothing can happen to you unless he allows it. Okay? If he allows it, he allows it. It's for good reason. Anybody who's, there's a lot of people passing away. And I just keep thinking, you got to go early. You got to go early. I'm going to do another video before I do. I've got so much, you guys. Look up the wood. Do your research on the wood. All the trees. Trees, the wood, the tribes. And they brought their firewood. Rivers also where they flowed, but what land they watered. Okay, all important. I'll do another one, but and if you don't agree with me on what I say, it's okay. It's okay. It truly, truly is. But to understand this time and where we're at, you have to understand that. Okay? Trust me, I've not gone off the reservation. I've not gone. These are the layers that God is just totally opening up. It's layers. Okay? When I told you, remember going through, I was like, this is what it is. Okay? It's honing it in. He's honing it in. That's what he's doing. Total redo. So, now we know, Tishri 1, I said this last, months ago when we go on here, that's the start of creation. That's the 6th day. So, September 14th, that's the 6th day. It's anytime. He'll anytime. Don't worry about all the other stuff. Don't worry about it. It's not for us. It's not for you. Okay? It's not. Don't worry about it. See you soon.